Absolutely love the glare in my glasses from the computer, but we're gonna work with it. Woo! Hi everyone, this is Alexis, and I can finally say that we sell crafts. I actually scheduled this video to go up on Friday the 24th, but life happens. But before we get into this video, please support me and my small business by subscribing here and following on our other socials, which you can find below. Also, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that type of good stuff. All your support means the world to me, and thank you all for always being there for me, all that cliche stuff. And in last week's video, I said that I would give a part 2 to the behind the scenes, but honestly this last week has been entirely too chaotic to do that, so I'll just share the first little bit that was filmed after the last video, which I believe was just Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'll give you a breakdown of what happened in those last few days after, right before the launch. So if you want to know the disaster of a week it was, stay tuned. On Friday, I continued vlogging and documenting the behind the scenes similar to last week's video, but I soon realized that just wasn't working since my hands were very messy from painting and it was just a lot of steps to follow. Hi everyone, I just got done filming that last video, part 1, and so now this video is going to be pretty much everything in that last week leading up to the launch, the actual products. But in this video, I want to show more other behind the scenes stuff, not just like making and prepping, but actually like there are some other last minute things I have to do, like naming the products, and so I just want to show you guys all of that. Also, this is my first video on my new phone. I'm using the cinematic feature, and I'll say as someone who is into photography, understands what aperture or f-stop is, this is actually pretty nice to have for just a regular phone. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please support the launch. If you like any of our new crafts, anything like that, make sure to buy them. All of our links, the website, all that will be down below. And also, if you like my content, if you like stuff like this, please, subscribe, follow, and do our other social medias as well. We have Instagram and TikTok and all that. So before you even finish watching this video, go ahead and do all that good stuff. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned and watch some of our other videos. You know what I mean? We have a variety of content and I work hard on them, so please watch them. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this video. And if I forget to say it at the very end, have a great day. And yeah. Hey guys, so I just got everything uploaded into iMovie. So as you can see, this is about an hour of footage left. I may keep most of it, but I think that in the past I just made super simple videos, but I do like videography and stuff like that. So I just felt like if I have a passion for filmmaking, I might as well just, incorporate it into my actual videos. And I think that you guys will start to notice that bump in quality. But anyways, in the meantime, I'm just going to make sure everything is uploaded properly, and then I'm going to also start naming all of the new products, and so I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes of that as well. So stay tuned and pray for me. This has to be up by 5 o'clock and it's currently almost 11, so I don't feel like editing an hour worth of footage. But I'll get back to you guys whenever I get done with that, and I may just bring you along with me to edit and all that type of good stuff. Hi everyone, so it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I just got done my basic editing. I'm going to try to have this video up by 5. I did not think it would take so long, but this was a long video. It started off as 50 something minutes and now it's at 26. I don't know how long it's going to be at the end, but now I just have to go back in and make just cool edits, put text over it, cool sounds, cool audio and all that. But I think you guys really like this video. It'll be a little bit different from our usual videos, and honestly now that I'm working on it, it kind of gives studio vlog vibes, but it's okay. It's just gonna be a regular video, and I hope you guys enjoy. We have a lot more work to do for the next week, and this is day 1 of 7, and 7 is the launch day. So hope everything works out If it doesn't, shoot. I'm just kidding. Everything will work out. We're gonna be optimistic, and we're gonna keep going and keep trying until we get there. And it's nice to know that I have people like y'all to support me. And maybe if anybody else is in my position, small business owner, getting your footing together, honestly, just look at me for inspiration, because I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, life gets in the way. It's not all perfect. You're not gonna have 10,000 orders a day. Like, if you get 2 things done a day and 100 done tomorrow, it's okay. That is life. And with that being said, keep going, keep working, be patient, keep going, keep working, be patient, and don't give up. Over the weekend, I painted the base layers for the coasters and pots and gessoed the mason jars, and then I also started making more progress in weaving the yarn wristlets. Also took care of a few other things, small things. So I believe I stopped here with the footage. So on Monday, I'm reading from a script, by the way, because I pre-wrote it down. Monday, I came home thinking I was just gonna add a second coat of gesso to mason jars and then, take care of all that. So as I was starting to apply the second coat, the first coat started to peel off. So it completely messed up my workflow, because I went from just apply that second coat, keep it pushing, to now I have to clean up all of these mason jars, literally each one scraping what was left. It was a disaster. And I think it was that day I made the last minute decision to just completely take the mason jars out of the launch, which is crazy because I look forward to those the most. On Tuesday and Wednesday, I had to hurry and turn in one of my assignments for one of my site courses, and then go to ceramics and get my out of class hours. It's actually funny because in ceramics, I started a clay terracotta pot. It's huge. A few weeks ago, and I got so upset when I was looking at it, because I had spent all weekend putting on gesso on terracotta pots, painting, all that. And so now I'm in ceramics trying to finish sculpting this big terracotta pot, and I was so irritated. I felt so stressed. And then it was even crazier because we had to glaze. Glaze is pretty much painting your clay, and I was just so tired of using brushes to paint on stuff. So anything that reminded me of the terracotta pots, the coasters, even the jars, I was fed up. I also ran into a few issues when designing the pots and coasters. I went from having 6 terracotta pot designs to only putting up 3, and then I went from having 8 coaster designs to only putting up 4. Some of the designs, some of the paint was thinner than I thought it would be. Some of the designs, it's I had a vision in my mind and it just wasn't executed. So it was a mess. But again, instead of being overwhelmed, I was just it's better to have fewer than it's better to have less than to sit here and stress about last minute designs. Even though I was in a rush and all these things were really an inconvenience, it just kind of shows that not all no small business is pretty. These are the ugly behind the scenes things that people don't really talk about. It was a mess. I literally had days, 2 to 3 days before the launch to pretty much finish all this type of stuff. Sometimes things are just a mess and you have to figure out what plan B is going to be and then what plan C is going to be, because plan B also turns out to be a hot mess. On Thursday, I started to feel a bit calmer and more relieved about everything, because stressing gets you nowhere but angry, sad, and exhausted. I photographed and edited the photos. They aren't like bad, but as a photographer, I just felt like it just wasn't my quality of work. But they got the job done. I also had to finish finalizing, putting in all the names, pictures, prices, and stock quantities in the system website, which took significantly longer than I imagined, but somehow I got it all done before the night was over. On Friday morning, I put the final touches on everything and finalized all the website bits, and I decided to push off the 2 videos, the Build Me and then this video, because I just don't want to push myself out. Y'all would have been okay. This launch is pretty interesting because it's the first launch where I absolutely didn't reveal any products until the day of. But this is also the first launch where I documented all of the behind the scenes. So if you've been following our Instagram, for example, you've kind of had sneak peeks of the final products. So firstly, in this launch, we relaunched the keychains and wristlets. The keychains actually never had a standard product before. And typically I would make the last keychains in that macrame style with the yarn embroidery floss, but I decided to go for just a single charm keychain. All of them are about that big. Some are that big, some are that big, but I tried to have size descriptions on there. Some of them I still have to edit, but I think they're all pretty nice. We had the initial charm keychains, which come in black and gold, and they also come in white and gold, all of them from A to Z. Then we have plant charms, which I divide into 2 categories: large, medium, small, and minis. And we have gummy bear charms. One is solid gummy bears, and then the other style is gradient gummies. The gradient colors come in a smaller quantity, so out of the entire launch, those had the smallest stock, just because I just want to have a sample, but not invest in so many in case I didn't really like them. So now that I see people like them, I'm gonna buy more. There are a total of 10 solid color gummy bear keychains and then 15 gradient keychains. In each of those 10 solids, 15 gradients, they have a matching set of earrings, which I'll get to in just a second. The yarn wristlets are also being brought back. If you know, our very first standard products were the yarn wristlets, and those were launched in December 2021, but because of a lot of very inconvenient circumstances behind the scenes, I actually had to take them out. I still have some of those original ones, but I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with them. But now we have 6 new colors. These wristlets are actually a little bit slimmer than the last set, but they're still the same size in terms of length and all that. I think you guys will really enjoy them. And now back to the earrings. Like I said, we have butterfly earrings, which are actually my favorite earrings. Not to say anything, but they're kind of my favorites. And then again, we have matching sets for all of the gummy keychains. Then we have our crafts, which is the main focus of this launch. Originally, the mason jars were supposed to be a part of this launch, but as I said earlier, I believe, had to take them out last minute because of a lot of very inconvenient circumstances. But I'm going to be working on those behind the scenes and seeing how I can improve those, and a future launch, maybe by the end of this year, you will see the mason jars finally. But the final craft section ended up being 3 styles of terracotta pots. 2 of those styles have a black and white splatter effect. 4 styles of coasters, with all of those having a black and white splatter effect on top. The spotted rainbow terracotta pot, which is the one that doesn't have the black and white splatter, that's actually one of my favorites. I love the cloudy effect it has over it. And with that being said, that's the entire launch. So I'm not going to keep you long, but I will say that I never intended on it being nearly 4 years later before the crafts were introduced. Honestly, I don't regret it though. I think that sometimes things just have to happen in their own timing. If you know my story, you know LJC has gone through many wonderful changes over the years, and I feel like in these last 2 years alone, I feel like there's been so much growth, and I feel like we are just getting more and more people that are watching and supporting, and I feel like you guys are kind of coming along with me in this journey. And again, I hope you guys enjoy these lovely products. I put my heart and soul into them, and again, as you can tell by what I just said, it was kind of stressful in this last week, so again, I hope you guys really enjoy them. I feel like this whole launch gave variety to my inventory. This launch also came at a rough time because my school schedule is a bit hectic. I don't have like a heavy workload, but I had to physically be on campus most of the time, and so it's hard to really take care of what I need to take care of and then come home and do all this stuff, and then my personal stuff too. And then right after the launch is midterms week, which I will show you guys in not the next video, but the next video. These last few weeks have given me the motivation to just not overwork myself, and like I'm good on adding so many things, and now I can just continue to just grow and build and take what I have now and just make it soar, especially on like social media and all that. In the next few weeks and months, you'll see a lot of the behind the scenes of me trying to improve my brand and adding more efficiency to the way I operate my business, building my socials, and having better content, and also more behind the scenes content with my face and voice. And I just can't wait to show y'all what's to come. And lastly, thank you all for your support. I really do appreciate it. And with that being said, hope you guys have a great day.